Are you living your dreams or just living your life? There's a big difference between the life that you truly want and the life that you can just afford. Which one do you have right now? Will you ever live your dream life? If your answer is no, are you willing to do the things that will lead you to your dreams? There are two requirements for us to get our dreams and enjoy them. That is time and money. We need money to live our dreams and the time to enjoy them. However, there are people who do have money but don't have the time to enjoy them. While there are those who have a lot of time on their hands but don't have the money to achieve their dreams. Which one are you? Have you ever wondered how you could have both time and money? Good news! Our team has discovered 3 secrets of the rich. Why the rich earn more with less work. Secret number 1. Rich people don't sell their time in exchange for money. Are there people who make money this way? Yes. If you're an employee and you're being paid based on the number of hours you work per day, then most likely you are selling your time to make money. You tend to find yourself without the time to do the things that you really want and never getting rich at all. Do you know why? Because time sells cheap. If you divide your minimum income per day by the number of hours you work, you will get the price tag you put on your time. Now, ask yourself, are you getting enough? Is your time worth only this much? What do employees do to earn more? Since time is equated to income, they work overtime. But how much overtime do you need to reach your dreams? Is 5 hours overtime enough? How about 10 hours? How many can you do? How about the rich? What do they do to earn more? Secret number 2. The rich sell products such as goods or services. Look at the big difference between people who sell time from those who sell products. Take, for example, a McDonald's employee who cooks 100 hamburgers in 1 hour. McDonald's will then sell each for $2. In 1 hour, McDonald's gets $200, while the employee only gets a certain wage per hour. Do you see the big difference? Secret number 3. Rich people don't sell alone. They use a business system that will make them earn from other people's sales. Doesn't that sound good? Earn from other people's sales. According to John D. Rockefeller, I would rather earn from 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than from 100% of my own efforts. Ray Kroc is not selling his products alone. He is using the franchise system. As of today, there are over 36,000 McDonald's outlets worldwide. And every outlet is selling products every day of the week. McDonald's is selling its hamburgers through its chain of franchises around the world. The result? McDonald's is earning 24 hours per day, 7 days of the week, serving millions of customers daily. Do you know that by applying these 3 secrets of the rich, you're not just making money, but doing something better? What's better than making money? It is creating a money machine. If you have successfully created a money machine, you will never work for money again. It's the money machine that will make money for you. Not only will you have both time and money, you can also do the things that really matter to you. Do you know that you can actually apply these 3 secrets of the rich right now? Regardless of your financial situation and regardless of your educational attainment. If you're interested, call the person who lent you this video, and he will present to you the practical application of the 3 secrets of the rich. Subscribe to Engage, and let the Engage Learning Series help you sponsor new prospects, sell the products, and sustain your Sante business.
Are you the one who wants to make the right choice? Afraid of making mistakes? Are you the one who made a false move? That confused one who chose the wrong career? Or the one who took the wrong path? Are you the one who always worries? The one who wants a healthy mind and body? Or the one who wants to transform his life? Our choices, whether good or bad, make us human. Once we see and move past our mistakes, we will realize that we can still choose better. We just need to ask the right questions, do it for the right reasons, have the right motivation, towards the right destination. We did not slow down. We are still on track, advancing towards where we're meant to be, making the life we want for ourselves and for our future. Transform your life with the right strategy, the right plan, and the right system. Introducing Sante. Create more moments. Make more memories. Forge your own legacy. A legacy of creating more of the life you want. Let Sante show you how you can plan the life you want. Create the life you want.
Hi, good afternoon. Great day, everyone. This is another DWT Doctor's Wellness Training. And of course, I have our beloved doctor, Dr. Mike Vergara. Hi, Doc. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm very well, thank you.
I know you're very, very busy because of the things having around with you with all those. But
Yep.
we have to have
Of course.
our training day. Okay, so for today, for tonight, we'll be having a special topic. This is diabetes and how barley can help. Okay, so I'll be having to share my screen. Okay, okay, share screen. Okay, but we are on recording now. Okay, so we're okay. Are we on recording? Oh, wait lang to. Check ko lang if I'm in recording. Okay, we're on recording, but I'll just need to cut it na lang for the.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so diabetes and barley. Okay, so first we would like to define what is diabetes. Okay, diabetes, it is a chronic disease that occurs when the pancreas is no longer able to make insulin or when the body cannot make good use of insulin it produces. Di ba, Doc? Kasi others thought na yung diabetes is nakukuha lang sa sugar. Tama? They always associate the diabetes with sugar. Not realizing
it's connected, pero the function of insulin is the key. No?
Yes, oo. So when the pancreas, that's the organ, okay, is no longer able to make the insulin, or when the body cannot make good use of the insulin it produces, we have now the diabetes or the chronic disease, okay? So we often take our health for granted until it starts being affected, diba? So ganyan naman ang nangyayari talaga, okay? So we realize the big impact on small side effects on our day-to-day lives. Very true yan. The problem seems to appear all of a sudden, but it has been building for some time. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Let me give some of my thoughts there. Diba? It's a day-to-day thing, but it builds up over time. Yung sa definition natin is, it is a chronic disease, no?
Yes.
Correct. Chronic means standing, no? Matagal na nandun. So it's not as if just because you ate a full meal the night before, no, with sweets or whatever, lots of carbs, then your blood sugar goes up. That doesn't mean you have diabetes yet, diba? That's just one day, no? Kapag chronic now, no, when it happens all the time, no, the definition is actually more than 2 weeks, no, and if it stays permanently or semi-permanently high, no, then you have a condition called diabetes.
Yes.
Kapag naapekto na ang production of insulin, may problema ka na.
It's really the time element, no? The time.
Yeah. It's chronic. It's not a one-day thing, as you mentioned, no?
Yes. Okay. So not all people with diabetes may know they have it. Tama, di ba? So not all people realize na you have it already. So until such time na magpapa-check. Okay, so I'll just be giving some statistics, okay? A diagnosis of diabetes represents a reduction in life expectancy of 12 to 14 years. Okay, that's according to the Journal of American Medical Association. Okay, the lifetime risk. Okay, diabetes is a lifestyle disease. Actually, Doc Vergara will be expound more of this. No, it's a lifestyle disease. Okay. Yeah. Diabetes is a disease of affluence. Pangmayaman lang daw to, Doc.
Yeah, can be, or those who overindulge. No? It is a lifestyle disease, meaning if you change your lifestyle, you can treat diabetes. So the important take out here is diabetes can be treated.
Yes, that's very true. Okay, so in 2014, it was estimated that over 402 million people throughout the world had diabetes. Wow, dami, no? 402.
So it is actually considered an epidemic. Okay, not a pandemic yet. No, if you compare it to COVID, diba? COVID million. Ito, what? 402 million. No?
Oh yes, so may World Diabetes Day pa, di ba? Malapit na next month. It's November 14, okay? Diabetes is in the top 10 leading causes of deaths, no? Number 1 yata yung cardiovascular, okay? Every 10 seconds, one person dies due to diabetes-related complications. Okay, so these are just stats. Diabetes is now the biggest single cause of amputation, stroke, blindness, and end-stage kidney failure. So maraming organs that's been affected, right?
In the heart, no?
Okay. More than half of all deaths from diabetes result from cardiovascular disease, including heart attack and stroke. Okay, so World Health Organization. Okay, these are just the statistics, no? There are 552 million people worldwide will be affected by 2013. That's 10 years from now, no? So it's a world, okay? 85% of type 1 diabetes occurs in people with no previous first-degree family history. However, if it's in your family, it is 15% more likely to develop. Okay? So 6 to 9% sa dad, 2 to 4% sa mom, 10% sa sibling or sa mga kapatid, and 70% sa twins. Okay? Again, these are just statistics. No? The average age type 1 diabetes can develop is between 10 to 14 years old. Sobrang bata pala, Doc. Okay, so these are just myths, no? Ibig sabihin, hindi siya totoo, di ba? Myths, okay? Obesity causes diabetes. People with diabetes cannot eat sweets, okay? Diabetes is contagious. People with diabetes cannot play sports. Okay, so these are myths, doctor, right?
Yeah, but some are correlated. Oh, like diabetes and obesity. No?
Obesity, oh yes. Pero
But
people,
obesity of diabetes.
oh yes, but people with diabetes can eat sweets naman, tama? Pero yung in moderation,
they have to, no? They have to control it, but it's not as if they cannot, no?
yes, not entirely, diba?
Control it.
Okay, moderation is the key. Diabetes is contagious. It's not, diba? Hindi naman nakakahawa.
However, no, if I am to be frank, no, when they say it's familial, no, or it runs in the family, many people say that because they belong to one family and they eat the same. Diba? yung pattern of eating is just as unhealthy throughout. So if there's a younger person that says, ganyan, yung tatay ko, yung nanay ko, ganun, kaya ako ganito din, di ba? It might be because of the way they prepare food, the lifestyle of the family, di ba? So if that single individual would change his lifestyle and not eat the food that is, or you know, that is prepared by the whole family, yeah, he can change his the course of disease.
Yeah, yeah. Pero ito Doc, yung 85% of type 1, 6 to 9% coming from the dad, 2 to 4%, this is true, no? I mean, it's a fact.
With type 1, yes. But type 1 represents a very small amount, no? Less than 1% of all the people with diabetes. No?
Kasi we'll be discussing the 3 types of diabetes later. Okay, so again, these are just statistics, no? Based from this, the region, from the international diabetes federations, the regions and global projections of the number of people with diabetes, 20 years old to 79 years old, 2013, and until 2035, these are the countries that are parang most likely nagkakaroon ng increase, like the Africa, Middle East, and North Africa. So these are just stats, no? So we belong to the Western Pacific, but we have an increase of 46% by year 2035, no? That's the stats, okay? So this is the top leading causes of death in the world. 2011 study: ischemic heart disease, stroke, lower respiratory infection, COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, diarrheal, HIV, trachea, diabetes. So pang-7 ito, no? Pang-7 ito sa top 10 leading causes. Okay? 2015, again, another study, another stat, 4 million deaths worldwide, 2015. 80% of diabetics live in developing countries. Okay?
Yep. Yeah. Pang mayaman.
Yun, disease of the affluence, no? Disease of the affluence. Okay? So, Philippine diabetic statistics, no? Yan, mga tao, marami masyado.
And if you see where the pedestrian leads to, if you go back to that slide,
okay.
Diba? Mr. Donut, di ba?
Yes.
Ayan ang talagang diabetes factory.
Yes. So very
nice.
Yeah, so leading to you get that picture. Very good. Okay, so this is the number of diabetes deaths, no? Again, stats, male and female, mas maraming males ng 30 to 69 ages. Okay?
Yes.
Pero
Yes.
for the 70 plus, the females as the highest number.
Oh, kasi mga males na namatay na.
Oh, yeah. Oo.
They die early.
So this is the prevalence of diabetes and related risk factors. Diabetes, males yun nga 5.5%, females at 6.1%. Overweight, again, these are just stats, no? National response to diabetes. World Health Organization, because we wanted to inform everyone. These are the statistics, okay? The 2008 survey, 1 out of 5 Filipinos have diabetes. Dami pala. 20% of population have diabetes. So it's increased from only 4% in 1998. Pero mataas pa din yan, okay? In 2000, 2.7 million people in the Philippines with diabetes in 2000. But in 2030, that will be 10 years from now, 7.7 million people in the Philippines with diabetes. Filipinos diagnosed with diabetes are getting younger. Children as young as 5 years old have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. The Philippines is expected to belong on the top 10 countries with the most people with diabetes 15 years from now. Some experts attribute the increase of diabetic incidence in the Philippines to the lifestyle and culture of Filipinos. We'll find out why. Why? Because Filipinos love to eat. Agree ba tayo dyan? Filipinos are fond of holding celebrations from fiestas, binyagan, weddings, different holidays in which food indulgence is inherent and it's a crucial part of the celebrations. Parang wala namang celebration na walang handaan, di ba, Doc? Tapos, kung maghanda pa sila, sobrang dami, no? Filipinos have the best fatty, risky, exotic foods, katulad na papaitan, diba? Sisig, ayan. Street foods. Pero ako, I choose what I eat. I don't eat papaita, no? I don't eat. Yung sa street food, yung mga Adidas na yan, ayoko. Ayoko yan. Kasi parang pag nakikita ko pa lang sila, no? I don't, syempre, yun nga, you have to choose, no? And then, sugar. Okay? You need sugar for your pancreas to work. Watch weight, not sugar. Being overweight raises risk of diabetes tenfold.
For me, no, and in my experience in practice, sugar talaga ang no.
Cool.
So the thing that watch weight, not sugar, it contradicts what you mentioned earlier that obesity is not related or doesn't cause
Kasi
you watch your weight, di ba? It's not for me, and if you have to make me talk about diabetes, the number one culprit of diabetes is sugar.
Sugar, okay. So diabetes mellitus. Okay, so what is diabetes mellitus? It's a group of metabolic disorder in which the person has high blood glucose, the blood sugar. Tama?
Yeah, high blood sugar. Yeah, high sugar in the blood. Correct.
Okay.
And I'll explain that later.
Okay. So either because insulin production is inadequate, okay, because the body cells do not respond properly to insulin.
Yeah.
Okay, or both.
Yeah. Do you want me to explain now or later?
Yes, now na. So we
Okay.
can go back.
Okay. When the body, when a person takes in sugar, no, in any form, insulin is the one that that pushes the sugar into our cells.
Okay.
No? Para our cells can use the energy derived from sugar, diba? So every time you take in sugar, pinapasok ang insulin, yung sugar, doon sa mga cells natin. No? Ang problema is, minsan, we take too much sugar. Okay? Na, sige, pasok lang ng pasok sa cells. No? Hindi naman ginagamit ang sugar. Diba?
Yeah.
Kaya umiipon ang sugar sa cell. No? So, eto na si insulin, pushing and pushing, wala na, puno na eh. No? Puno na yung cell ng sugar. No? If you want to visualize it, it's like you have a warehouse, okay? And ito ang makaban ng rice na pumapasok. So we put it in the warehouse, no? You keep on putting it inside the rooms until punong-puno na yung room, pero pumapasok parati yung kaban ng rice, di ba? So sa mga sako ng rice, saan mo ilalagay yan ngayon, no? E di nasa pasilyo na lang, di ba? Nasa blood vessels na, no? Hindi na maaring pumasok sa cells or sa mga kwarto dahil puno na eh, no? So nandun na sa sa pasilyo, no? And it's going to start blocking the arteries. Diba? So when you check your blood, no? With a fasting blood sugar, you'll see ang daming sugar sa dugo. Why? Kasi hindi na maaring pumasok sa cells kasi sobra na eh ang sugar sa cells. Hindi na makapasok ang sugar. Nandun na sa blood, no? It's just going around in your blood, no? Normally, so even if you have insulin is supposed to push the blood into the cell, okay? But since puno na, your body stops producing insulin. Okay? So when you stop producing insulin, then you're going to get into trouble, diba? If it happens for a long time, your body is now saying, no, I won't produce insulin anymore. Ayan ang problema, diba? Because now you don't have enough insulin. Or sometimes if you have insulin niya, may insulin niya, pero the body is not responding by putting it inside kasi puno na eh. Puno na eh. No? Hindi mo ginagamit ang sugar sa loob ng cell, kaya napupuno na. Kahit na may insulin, kahit na isiksik, no, i-push ang sugar sa loob ng ng cell, wala na, puno na eh. No? So that's how you visualize it. No? So the amount of sugar used or taken in has a lot to do with it, no? But yan nga, you have to be able to spend or expend the sugar or your energy para may pwedeng pumasok uli na sugar. Pero kung sugar ka ng sugar or energy ng energy at hindi mo naman ini-expend, you're going to get into trouble. You're going to get diabetes.
Yan. That's the exact explanation. Okay. So we have 3 types, no? Okay. So we have type 1 diabetes, we have type 2, and then the gestational diabetes. Okay, so let me define. Okay, type 1 diabetes can develop at any age, but occurs most frequently in children and adolescents. Okay, when you have type 1 diabetes, your body produces very little or no insulin, which means that you need daily insulin injections to maintain blood glucose levels under control.
Right. So type 1 mostly is inherited, no? Minamana. May problema sa pancreas, no? So talagang kulang ang insulin production.
Doc, can we say this, the type 1 is the same or have a similarity with the juvenile diabetic?
It's the same.
It's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Kasi nga,
when the person is young pa.
Oo.
Juvenile pa, nakikita.
Usually, yan nga, children, adolescents. So, it's the same.
Acquired. No, it's acquired. Yung type 2 ang lifestyle eh.
Oh, yun. Type 2 is non-diabetic. Okay.
Pero dahil sa lifestyle mo, nagkaroon ka.
Yeah. So, the type 2 diabetes, body does not produce enough insulin for proper function, insulin resistance. 90% of all cases of diabetes worldwide are of this type. Sobrang dami pala ng type 2. That's why lifestyle change is very crucial.
That's why if you look at the countries that have high diabetes, it is those who are mga mayayaman na country. No?
Europeans.
Yeah, earlier you had a list of countries. I saw it. No? Brazil, there was Russia, India, and China. Now, these are what they call the BRIC countries, no? In the last decade, itong BRIC countries are the developed countries. These are the countries that develop quickly, no? Economically, no? Ayan, naging mayaman itong BRIC. Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Okay? Kaya tingnan mo yung diabetes level nila, no? Nag-shoot up din. Okay? So you can correlate talaga, no?
Yeah, with the ano, no. So that's the type 2. Okay. Typically, a progressive disease, it gradually gets worse and the patient will probably end up to take insulin. Ito yung nag-i-injection sila. They take the insulin injection.
That doesn't happen to my patients, okay? I just want to say.
Very
My
good.
patients get away from insulin. No? But the typical way doctors or the medical field does it now is yung type 2, nagiging dependent in insulin. It is good, it's a money maker, it is capitalism. No? At work.
Okay, for the type 3, this is the gestational diabetes mellitus, which is the GDM, okay? It's a type of diabetes that consists of high blood glucose during pregnancy and is associated with complications to both mother and child. Gestational diabetes mellitus usually disappears after pregnancy, but women and their children are at increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes later in life. Is this true, Doc?
Yes. I agree. This is more hormonal in nature already.
Okay. It's for ano. So, daily ano to. Okay. Pre-diabetes. When you are pre-diabetes, meaning to say, between 100 milligrams per milliliter and 125.99, no? The cells in the body are becoming resistant to insulin. Okay, damage to the circulatory system and the heart may already have been affected. So kung ang sugar amount nila is 100 to 125,
okay,
they're considered pre-diabetic.
Okay, for me again, no, that's a little too strict. It's important to note, no, is this an FBS, no, fasting blood sugar, or is it HbA1c? Okay, the HbA1c test is a more reliable test. No, it tells you what is the average amount of sugar in your body for the last 3 months. Itong fasting blood sugar will tell you how much sugar you have in your body that very time only. Kung kumain ka ng malaki kagabi, makikita. So, yes. Kung nag-start ka, mababa. Sasabihin na, ay, wala kang ano. Okay? The HbA1c. Now, if you want to use the FBS, then you have to monitor, no, a number of times.
Correct.
Once alone, no, one is like only a picture, no. You only get a snapshot of that particular hour, diba? Or that particular minute that your blood was taken.
Yeah. So ang suggestion, you take barley before you take the FBS. Para bumaba sugar. Pero kidding aside, okay, so this is not ano to. Pero kasi yun yung the usual na kino-consider nila na pre-diabetic ka if this is 100. Pero yun na nga, that I agree with you, Doc. Kasi nga, fasting blood sugar, FBS, what you ate last night, yun yung, tapos results after, you get the results after 1 week. It's not the results already, di ba?
Yep.
Diba? So, you mean, sir, okay. So, 1 out of 5 Filipinos have diabetes or pre-diabetes. Symptoms, gums are red and or swollen. Gums pull away from teeth. Okay, these are the symptoms. Frequent gum disease, infection, sexual dysfunction among men, or the impotency, no? Impotence.
It's possible.
Complications, the eyes, because these are the organs that might be affected. Foot complications, skin.
I'll explain that.
Yes, okay. Skin complications. And then we have heart problems.
Okay, now let's explain this. Okay? Remember when I said na if there's too much sugar in your body at hindi na makapasok sa sa cells, no, the insulin cannot push it into the cells, it goes around your blood vessels na lang. Diba? Sugar inside the blood vessels, no, at a certain range, no, at a certain concentration, namamaga yung inner lining, no, ang inner wall ng blood vessels, no, may inflammation. So yung blood vessel kapag malaki, no, sabihin natin ganyan kalaki ang blood vessel, no. Dumadaan blood, no, ang daloy ng blood. If there's a lot of sugar, lumiliit ang dahil sa maga kasi namamaga dito no. Lumiliit 'yan, no? Because of that, kulang na ang oxygen. Kulang na ang nutrients. Tataas ang blood pressure, no? Because with the dynamics of fluid, no, kapag lumit yung pipes, no, tumataas ang pressure, no? Now, in the end arteries, we call it end arteries, the small arteries that you find in the eye, you find in the foot, you find in the skin, you find in the heart, and you find in the kidneys, actually, no? Maliit na ang blood vessel, lumiit pa lalo, di ba? Yan, doon ka magkakaroon ng komplikasyon. Kulang ng oxygen, kulang ng nutrients, di ba? And if it gets injured, kulang na ang healing.
Yes.
You know this thing about the foot complications of diabetes, they call it the diabetic foot. It's one of the more common things. No? Kapag may sugat ka sa paa at hindi gumagaling, alam mo diabetes, di ba? Why? Because healing does not take place if there's too much sugar. If there's too much sugar in the blood, the bacteria likes it. Mas lalo kami, di ba? Oh. Kaya hindi nag-heal ang So you really have to control your blood to make the blood vessels expand again. So there's better oxygenation, there's better circulation of blood and nutrients and healing plasma.
Oh, good. Okay, so mental health, even mental health, no? It's a complications. Okay, so gestational, okay, risk factors. Did you know drinking just one can of non-diet soda per day can raise our risk of developing type 2 diabetes by 22%?
I told you, this is my number one complaint. Okay? Diabetes, maniwala ka sa akin, no? You keep away from your soft drinks or from your iced tea and you will be well. Diba?
Kahit diet, Doc? Zero?
Yeah. In fact, diet might be worse, no? Because diet has the other non-sugar ingredients, no?
Yeah.
That
Yung
is more.
aspartame.
Yeah, aspartame. Do you know? Aspartame is a chemical.
Yes.
Okay, it's not food. It's a chemical that has a sweet taste in the mouth. So that's what they put into the the makers of aspartame, no, are the same makers of herbicides, pesticides.
Wow.
All of that. It's a company nga called Monsanto, di ba?
Exactly.
They're the ones that make all of these things that kill the germs, that kill insects and all.
Yes.
Yan din ang ng aspartame. Then pero matamis yan sa dila, no? So and then they put it in they say, "Wow, walang sugar pero may poison." Di ba? So in short, it's choose your poison. No, being choose your poison.
Choose your poison. Okay.
Mas
So
maganda-
yeah. Okay, so there's another complication. Singit lang yung did you know. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I told you, the kidney. Neuropathy.
The kidney, no? Peripheral arterial disease, stroke.
Well, when they say peripheral, that means that's the end. That the farthest and smallest arteries. Sa mata. Then sa fingertips, sa toes, di ba? End organs, ganyan yan. And look, erectile dysfunction, di ba? Even in the penis, no? The blood vessels are small, no? You need a good flow of blood for erection, di ba? Pero kung yung blood vessel mo sa penis gets smaller, wala nang erection. Di ba? Kasi in erection you have to fill up the corpus cavernosum, no? The spongy cells, no, within the penis. You have to fill that up with blood. Patak lang ang dugo doon. Hindi mo.
Yeah. So good news, there are things we can do to stop, no? It's the lifestyle diseases. Okay?
Yeah.
So how? The doctor is your best friend. O, diba? Si Doc Mikey is our best friend. Okay. So
Telling you. Oh.
so how do we prevent? No? Prevent complications. Okay? Keep your blood pressure under 130 or 85. Keep your
Yeah.
cholesterol level below 200 mg. Check your feet every day for signs of infection. Get your eyes checked once a year. Get your dentist to check your teeth and gums twice a year. Okay?
With
Diabetic.
eyes, when you check it once a year, kapag malabo ang eyes mo, that doesn't mean you have diabetes immediately. Okay? Kasi our eyes really get malabo kapag nag 40 years old tayo no? It's a condition called presbyopia, no? If I can tell you a very quick story, I was playing golf one day, no, with a friend, no. 1 week, okay, I was playing golf with him. 2 weeks later, I played with him again, same course, and this time he said, "Parang hindi ko nakikita yung yung pin or the green." I said, "Nandito lang tayo 2 weeks ago, no?" And, everything was okay. Now you're complaining about your eyes. So I told him, you have your blood sugar checked, no? And after our test, the next day, he had his blood sugar tested, yan niya, no? Mataas yung sugar niya. No? You can tell, no? Kapag lumabo ang na immediately, no? It might be a sign, and the good doctor will tell you, if that happens, have yourself tested, okay? True enough, he was diabetic.
Oh, yeah. So talaga kailangan. Doctor is our best friend. Okay, diabetic patients must check the feet. Neuropathy, loss of nerve sensation, which can lead to injury. Blood vessel damage can lead to improper blood flow and healing, which is you're discussing kanina, you mentioned. Patients should examine their feet every day. Take off shoes and socks one extra time a day. Kasi especially yung mga pag nasa office, no, closed shoes, okay? Watch your diet, that's the number one. What you eat, how much you eat, and when you eat it, okay?
Correct.
Foods that are low in fat, salt, and have no or very little added sugar are ideal. Okay, foods that have complex carbohydrates, fruits and vegetables. Glycemic index, okay, so this is the GI, no, we need to know also because there are foods na mataas yung glycemic, okay, foods with low glycemic, whole wheat or pumpernickel bread, oatmeal, rolled or steel cut, oat bran, pasta, converted rice, barley, sweet potato, corn, yam, lima, butter beans, peas, legumes, and lentils. Okay, so these are fruits that are low in glycemic index. Most fruits, non-starchy, vegetables, and carrots. Okay, so top 20 high-fiber foods. Kangkong, kamote tops, turnip or singkamas, raspberries, romaine lettuce, celery, bran, cauliflower, and broccoli, kidney beans, mushrooms, oranges, banana, almonds, apples, peas, pear, avocado, white beans, and guava. Okay, so these are 20 high fiber foods that we need to eat. Okay, insanity, it just means doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. We're just including the picture of the smoker's body, so do not smoke also, no? Actually, this is a video of the lungs, pero I was not able to play that. Okay, so
yung lang ng taong hindi naninigarilyo, pink.
But
Pero
this
if you look at that, black.
sobrang
Nicotine.
yeah. So preventing diabetes, the first line of defense is lifestyle, diet, and activity, which Doc Mike will later expound, okay? What we put in our mouths and how much we move, not the diabetic diet. The optimal way of eating for everyone, okay? So preventing diabetes, no to refined carbohydrates, low fat, high fiber, unrefined, can reduce the risk of developing diabetes and may also cause a reversal of some symptoms and normalization of blood sugar levels. Okay?
Yeah.
So among Filipino adults, 3 out of 10 are overweight. No, statistics yan. Does eating sugar cause diabetes? In this slide, it says no, but it says
Eating
yes.
sugar per se does not cause diabetes.
Yes.
Eating too much sugar without burning can cause diabetes.
Yes, that's the very true. Okay.
Diba?
So sedentary lifestyle, processed foods, mineral deficiency. Okay? So these are the causes. Yan, pizza, hindi nag-exercise. Okay, benefits of doing exercise, physical activity, helps regulate blood sugar level. You became stronger, fitter, it improves your sleep, your skin tone improves, you look great. It helps in your circulation, helping to make sure your lower legs and feet are healthy if you do the exercise, no? Remember to check your blood sugar level. What is moderate?
When you have physical activity or when you exercise,
Yes.
especially with your feet, like walking, every
Yep.
time you walk, your muscles, the calf muscles, contract. And when it contracts, it pushes blood around. It works like a heart. The muscle works like a heart. And remember, the heart is a muscle as well. Diba? It pumps blood. So every time you exercise, you're pumping blood. You're making the circulation better. And remember, if you have diabetes, there's problem in circulation. Diba? There's a problem in circulation kasi lumiliit ang
Passage.
blood vessels. It's inflammation or pagmamaga sa loob ng blood vessel. Kaya lumiliit ang butas for the blood vessels to go in.
So what is moderate intensity physical activity? 30 minutes, 5 times a week equals to 150 minutes of aerobic exercise, no? Kasi people, especially now, lahat nasa bahay. So we really know
Problema
strength training, relax. Diabetes is not a disease. Diabetes is a metabolic disorder.
Correct.
Correct. Stop eating foods that are heavily processed, canned, instant, fast food because they lack nutrition. Minerals are in high refined processed sugar. The HFCS, high fructose corn syrup, a common sweetener found in many foods and drinks and bad for the health. So
yeah, very, very bad. Very bad.
yeah, no? Almost, that's why we need to eat a rainbow. Water should always be the first choice of drink. Diba? We have to drink 2 to 3 liters. Processed food, 45.
Remember in many of our past lectures, we talk about the sun. Diba?
Yes, yes.
All you need is to add sunlight.
Sunlight. Oo nga. Ako, I really looking for the sun every day. Kaya lang sometimes it's gloomy. It's, diba?
And now you mentioned water. Diba?
Yes.
Okay. This is where I want to come out and tell the people, the business people who are selling Sante Barley. Like this. You see that glass of water?
Yes.
You just add this.
Yes.
Just add that. I do that every day. Okay? I do it 3 times a day. Look, I put it in here. Okay? Fill it up with water. Put one of these. Shake. Is it better than soft drinks? Of course, it's better than soft drinks. Soft drinks will kill you. This one is the opposite. It will make you stronger. It will make your immune system stronger. No? I'm taking 2 or 3 a day because of the COVID problem. Diba? Have my immune system strong.
Correct.
That's actually my it's easier. Yeah? Sunlight and water. The number one thing that can control diabetes in the country, the epidemic of diabetes in the country, is keeping away from soft drinks or iced tea or anything with sugar. They sell all of these juices in bottles. Maraming sugar yan eh. take a glass of water, put one of these, that's it. Diba? That's it.
Correct.
Add
Correct.
water, just add sunlight. You will be, life is simple. Yeah, life is simple. Eat
Yeah.
well. Eat well.
No,
Choose.
in the sunlight, kasi they say na the sun that is good daw is yung morning sun until 10 o'clock.
Because it's not very harsh, no? But
Okay.
if you're, if you want very strong sun, like,
1
tanghaling,
o'clock.
and you don't have to stay long.
Oh.
Di ba?
Oh.
15 minutes, di ba? Okay na yan eh. But if you like morning sun, you have to stay a little longer, no? Hindi ka papawisan, but you have to stay longer.
Yes,
No?
yes. So,
Any
mga
sun,
10
sun.
minutes, 10 to 20, right?
Yep, any sun is good, no?
Yeah. Nako,
And-
talaga.
To expose your skin.
Yeah.
The more skin exposed, the more absorption. Parang sponge tayo, no? The more skin exposed, kaya sunbathing in the beach, the best.
Yes, very good. I miss the sun. Okay, so processed foods, kailangan food as grown, like the barley nga, ano? Okay, so I'll just go now with the diabetes and barley. So what's in barley that is good for diabetes? The first one is the vanadium, the mineral vanadium, because it has vanadium, our barley, okay, which activates insulin receptors, making the beta cell of the pancreas produce more insulin, resulting in the decrease of blood sugar. It's an insulin-like action, which
Yeah,
is
this is good for diabetes type 1, no? Where the pancreas doesn't produce enough insulin.
Yeah. So it has vanadium and it has magnesium. Our barley has magnesium. It tends to decline in people with diabetes, may fall to dangerously low levels amongst those suffering from severe diabetic retinopathy. Deficiency may interrupt the insulin secretion process. Deficiency also increase insulin resistance. Okay, so our barley has magnesium. Okay,
Yeah.
it has
Also, in the cardiovascular system.
yes, that's very good for cardio. And it has also potassium. The barley has potassium. The potassium improve their sensitivity to insulin. It improves the effectiveness of insulin. It has also zinc, no? Napakaganda because zinc is a crucial element in insulin metabolism, well known as a powerful guardian against viral infections. Also act to protect beta cells from destruction. Type 1 diabetics are often zinc deficient, and supplements have been shown to lower blood sugar levels in some type 1 cases. Okay, so our barley has zinc and it has also vitamin C. The amount of vitamin C in the bloodstream, the amount of sorbitol may be lowered. Okay, it has vitamin E. The vitamin E oxygenate the blood. It fights the toxin. It improves the activity of insulin within the body, reduces damage done by free radical damage, decreases the likelihood of developing the type 2 diabetes. It improves the glucose tolerance of the these are all the benefits of the vitamin E in barley. Okay, the antioxidant nature of vitamin E may reduce the risk of diabetic complications. Okay, manganese. Okay, barley has manganese also because according to researches, okay, trace minerals like the manganese play an important role in the activity of the insulin in both diabetic patients and people without diabetes. Manganese contributes to the activity of insulin by activating the hexokinase enzyme that causes an increase of glucose on cells. Okay, so that's a very good mineral that we have. It has also beta-glucan, okay? Diabetics benefit from it since it has beta-glucan. Beta-glucan is a soluble fiber that slows down the glucose absorption. Barley grass also manages the blood sugar levels. Okay? So diabetes has manganese, calcium, folic acid, iron, chlorophyll, fiber. Okay? So that is very good for diabetes. Okay? So the animals. Okay? So beating diabetes in summary, okay, so good lifestyle choices, healthy diet plus regular activity, reduce dependence on medication, reverse this chronic and dangerous disease. It's a matter of choice and the many smaller choices we make each day. Okay, so that's according to Dr. Campbell. Okay, the solution is at the end of our forks. So Doc, okay, so the conclusion, type 2 diabetes can be prevented.
Yes.
Okay, some symptoms can be reversed and blood sugar normalized using healthy eating and physical activity.
Correct.
So
Correct.
to add to that, Doc, what do you do in your patient that has, I will stop share. No, I will stop share. Okay, so
Okay.
what do you do in your patient when they come into your clinic and they say they have diabetes?
Okay. One. The first thing I do is I check if they really have diabetes.
Oh.
You know why? Okay. I'm sorry if I no, step on the feet of other medical practitioners. No, let's say they use 120 as the upper limit of blood sugar. Okay, so kung 120 okay ka pa, normal. Tapos the patient comes in and it's 121. Diba? And then the doctor say, aha, 121, that's higher than 120. You have diabetes. So my ano is, does he really have diabetes or not? Diba? So the first thing I do is I really check. Diba? Because diabetes is not a one-night thing. Diba? It is, as you mentioned, a chronic disease. Something that has been there for a long time. Okay? Uncontrolled. Yan ang ano, diabetes. Diba? Yan ang diabetes. So one, I check. Two, I tell my patients that diabetes is reversible. It is 100% reversible. So anybody that tells you you will be taking medicine for the rest of your life, no, they call it maintenance medicines, no, doesn't know what he's talking about or refuses to understand, no, for monetary purposes, diba? Refuses to accept the fact that the diabetes can actually be controlled.
Yeah.
Okay, and giving medicine for the rest of your life, that's really basura in my no, that's not right. Number three, I ask them to look into their lifestyle, no, and we discuss lifestyle. How do you eat? What kind of food do you cook? Who cooks the food? How much sugar do you take? Where does your sugar come from in the whole day? Diba? So we're talking. O sige. Sa umaga, may 3-in-1 ako eh. O sige, may sugar na yan, diba? Okay lang yan, diba? Because sugar alone doesn't cause diabetes. It is the amount of sugar you take. Diba? So yan, nagbibilang na ako, diba? O sige, may sugar doon, no? After my coffee, I take orange juice. Anong klaseng orange juice? Yung nasa bote, yung nasa diba? May sugar din yan, diba? Count na naman yan, diba? And then we go through the whole day, no? What kind of carbs does he or she take? No? There are some carbs that are, as we mentioned, the high glycemic index, diba? When we talk about glycemic index, when we say glycemic index, it is how quick can your food turn into sugar, no? Kung mabilis ang turnover, no? Ang processing from the time you eat it to the time it becomes sugar or glucose, that's high glycemic index. Okay? That means you get a spike in sugar. The low glycemic index, which is the better one, is yung matagal bago maging ano. So it's like slow release tablets, diba? It's like slow release tablets. Through the whole day, it is being processed into ano. So pwedeng gamitin ng ano ng katawan, no? But if it's high glycemic, there's a sudden increase in sugar or spike tapos hindi ka nag-exercise. That's why in in a marathon, let's say, or in a triathlon, before the race, they have what they call carbo loading.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, they eat a lot of carbs. Para a lot of glucose is built up, lots of energy. Kasi in a few hours, tatakbo yan ng 42 kilometers, di ba? So, pwede yan. No? Pwede yan. Pero if you eat all of that thing, tapos spectator ka pala, hindi ka participant, naku, may problema ka, di ba? Tataas ang blood sugar mo, and you're not using it. Di ba? So at the end of the day, your insulin or the production of insulin will get affected.
Yeah.
Now, if you have insulin, it's good, di ba? You have insulin, it drives the sugar in your blood into the cells. Okay? Pero in the feedback mechanism, no, na there's too much sugar already, no, and the insulin is not working anymore. The feedback mechanism will tell your body, don't produce insulin anymore, di ba? Kasi ang dami na ang dami ng sugar sa no, sa loob ng cells We don't need anymore. So your body stops producing. Kakaroon ka ng diabetes. You're not producing anymore. If it's chronic, it's that way, di ba? So it has to be a regular, it has to be a regular, good diet and regular exercise.
Yes. Okay. So, Doc, you mentioned first, okay, so you check if really the person or your client, when they step into your clinic, you check if they are really diabetic. So,
Yes.
when you check, you do the laboratory. So,
Yes.
how do you do that?
And clinical. Oo. Clinical findings, meaning you talk to them, no?
Yes,
That's
yes.
important for the doctors to
Ah.
do a history, no? That's why you try to find out where is your sugar coming from. If
The food.
you see na hindi naman talaga no? Malakas sa carbs or sugar, no? And it doesn't run in the family, so type 1. Kung kapag mataas tong fasting blood sugar, let's think about it, diba? What happened there? Did you eat something heavy last night? No? Kulang ba ang oras mo sa fasting prior to the testing? Diba? Ganyan yan That's why it's best to take, instead of the FPS, to take the HB1AC, diba? The 3-month test, no? One test, it'll tell you the average of 3 months. Yan, mas no? Yeah, mas maganda gamitin, no, to diagnose diabetes.
Yeah.
Doon, kapag mataas, pwede mong sabihin, yeah, maybe you have, no? When I look at the test, no, and I see it's not very high, I actually tell the patient, isang araw ng jogging lang yan, no? Diba? Tatlong araw lang yan ng walking, okay ka na, di ba? You don't have to be reliant on medication.
Correct. So, yeah, and I always believe in the lifestyle change kasi, the food and the diet, which is the one you keep on telling, diba?
Yeah,
So,
food. I do replacement now. I do replacement diet, no? Yung white bread, white rice,
yes.
diba? White
What
pasta.
whites?
High glycemic yan high glycemic. No? You change it. You use brown rice, no? Do brown pasta, diba?
Or
Do
kamote daw. Kamote is good.
Good, diba? What is good? So you start working on the lifestyle. You start working on and you have to educate, diba? Good
Yes.
health is education. So you start educating them on what can you do to replace? Kasi sometimes they say, bawal na lahat Hindi. Pwede ka pang kumain ng rice, eat the proper rice. Pwede ka pang kumain ng tinapay, eat the proper bread, and the proper time. Kung matutulog ka lang sa gabi, bakit ka kakain ng sobrang daming carbs na magiging energy? Matutulog ka lang. So that will be stored. That's why tama ka no? The proper food at the proper time. No? You eat as much. That's why people say breakfast is the best time. Yeah, that's where you get most of your energy for the day. No? Eat a good breakfast. Right?
Yeah.
Eat a good. Don't starve yourself. Walang bawal talaga. Di ba? Walang bawal if you eat it at the proper time and in the proper quantity.
Yeah. So in moderation. In moderation talaga.
But when it comes to soft drinks or iced tea or things like
Oo.
that, okay? Oh, poison yan, di ba?
Oo.
Might as well take something, where's my ano? Might as well, it's healthy.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it is healthy. That's the way to change your lifestyle. That's the way to, little at a time, get healthier.
Just the food. Okay. So okay. So I think we have covered enough with the diabetes topic, no? So this is enough for the day. We've given them statistics, research studies, the types of diabetes, and there you have to really understand that the lifestyle change is very, very important. Okay, and drink your barley. Okay, so Doc, let me have your last message for all our business owners before we end our presentation, our training for today.
Good health is what you put in your mouth. Okay, you put good things in your mouth, you'll have good health. Okay, you put basura, your health will be basura. No, the products you sell are good. Okay, they're good for the health of any individual. No, and most of the products you have go into the mouth. Okay, so change things just little at a time. Instead of 3-in-1, take your barley gin or something like that. Diba? Yeah. Instead of soft drink, you take your no. You take your barley. Diba? Oh. Those little simple things that they do on a regular basis will actually tell whether a person will get healthy or not, whether he will take away his diabetes or not, or will he develop diabetes. Okay? It's the discipline of knowing what is good and what is bad to put in your mouth. And the products you have are good for the diet and it's good for the health of an individual. Okay?
Yes.
Go on and sell your products.
Thank you, Doc Mikey. Okay, so my usual quote that I read, that I say, being healthy does not mean changing our lives overnight. Okay, so what we choose to do each day of our lives is what will determine the kind of person we want to be. The environment that what is happening to our environment, the people we interact with, and the challenges that comes our way. Crisis or no crisis, the grass is always greener in Sante Barley. Ako po si Bing Kalinawan, your corporate product specialist. Let's live more and do more with Sante. Thank you very much. Bye.